an agenda at all, David?
I don't.
Okay.
Deb, do you have
the?
the invoices and somewhere?
Okay, you are live.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, folks, welcome to the Select Board meeting of 22222.
22222.
Town clerk is busy with a customer, so he'll be postponed and come in a little bit later in the meeting. We're going to be reviewing some bills here from last week and checks that will be going out this week. And give us a few minutes and we'll be back with you. Sorry for the dead air, folks, but a couple of years ago we tried to play some music and we were told we couldn't do that because we didn't have the appropriate rights to play the music. So this is the expensive month a week for bills. About $170,000 for the school. 14 so for our trash. About $35,000 for snow removal between the two vendors. So it really eats into the budget. Also had a bill for our salt delivery. I think we're running pretty much on budget for that, even though we have used an awful lot of salt this year. All right, so we'll keep moving now. Our bills have been paid. We have no ads this week. We will have some information next week in the shopping guide concerning the status of Shakopee Rescue. Our CEO has been working to get information on solar permits fees. We discussed this last week in a workshop, and I think the selectmen have come up with a reasonable fee that really puts us in the middle of some of the other local towns that are doing this project. We proposed a $9 fee per $1,000 worth of project cost, and that would be for both residential and commercial. So this project is projected, this is the solar project, over 1,000 panels or so, down by the old box shop.
Actually, 1,268.
1,268, thank you.
Give or take 2 or 3.
The projected right now project cost is $4,500,000, which means their permit fee would be $40,500, which goes into the town's general fund. If it turns out that the project costs more than that, then the additional amount would be added on to their fee. So the fee would stay at $9 per thousand. Yeah. I think the state permits have been received by the solar company, and they're hoping to start work in the next few months. We have no Sheriff's County report. Just as an observation, it looks like 20 Elm Street is being cleaned out.
Yeah, it looked like the whole family was there. I believe the family of the previous owner or still owner was there taking anything of value on. I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday. Sunday, I guess. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. I saw the family there.
Okay. We do have a animal control officer. Send a bill in for mileage. Apparently there was a large dangerous dog, Sun Cove Road. And it turned out that the deputy had to be called. Issued 2 warnings and 1 summons for a dangerous dog. Also placed the dog in a 10-day quarantine, so. So hopefully that incident is being resolved. We have a note here from Paul Demers, the State Building Official, Office of State Fire Marshal. congratulating our CEO on really one of the first people to take the new exam for land use. Our CEO is now fully certified in 8 different disciplines for the next few years. We have a letter to Effingham concerning gas station within the Ossipee Aquifer. Our planning board looked at it and had some concerns and would like to participate in their next scheduled meeting. This is the Effingham Planning Board. I don't know who the planning board's going to send over, but seems like a good idea to make sure things are not going to affect the residents of Parsons Field.
Do you want your signature on that?
It's fine. I don't know anything about it really, but we should be at least making sure that, as I said, it doesn't.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Planning board meeting, March 2nd.
Yes.
Just the land use ordinance review. Each planning board member has a designated number of pages to review. Yeah. Comprehensive Plan Committee is getting together. Actually, today at 6 o'clock, Harv?
Yep, that's it. And we already have
And
one
go
person
through the
here.
whole agenda about
Yeah.
introduction of members, sworn in by the town clerk, all that good stuff. The guidelines for the meetings that are going to be held in the next few months. Nothing in Secaucus Road.
I think we're seeing some movement in that direction for the solar farm, so.
So everything's getting cleared up administratively. Nothing outstanding or major currently. Apparently, we are the last major solar farm that the state is approving
Really?
of, I think we're 4.2 megawatts.
They're not approving anymore?
Up to, I think 2 is the limit
Really?
on approval. I think because, and I don't think CMP lines have the capacity to carry an unlimited amount of power coming back in, so we were fortunate we got that in a couple years ago.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because certainly the solar permit fee is a nice fee, and we get reimbursed every year for,
Correct.
so that should work out pretty well.
Should get, what, 25,000 or ish?
Yeah, I don't know what,
Something. No, more than that.
It was more than
35,000
Yeah,
probably.
30 something.
Yeah.
Somebody explain how the solar farm is going to work for the residential parcels?
I'm sorry?
Could somebody explain how the solar farm is going to work for the residential parcels?
After we'll,
Just a brief.
It doesn't do anything for the residents of Parsons Field other than it puts money back into the general fund. That was the understanding. I mean, everyone
No one's-
understood that.
It
No one
does
buys-
give them the option of signing up with these people for their electricity, just like any other supplier.
Okay, so basically, a resident of town can sign up for the solar farm.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that's a reduced rate. I have no
Oh,
idea
no.
what the rate
No
would be,
guarantee there.
The
Yeah.
only
Yeah. but it's a green.
monetary beneficial to the town that I know is the money that they pay us for the lease of the land.
Right. Yeah.
Reference the Stanley Building, our town attorney sent us a second amended answers with counterclaims to, this is what I talked about a little bit last week. This is obviously the same thing. Filed a week ago with the court to try and clarify some legal rulings that the court made that it definitely affects the Stanley Building and it affects our ability to, I hate to say quickly sell the mill, but more expeditiously sell the mill.
Or just plain sell the mill.
Or just, right.
There's nothing expedited about
Well,
this project.
Hopefully. Sockopee Rescue. Jesse, have you had a chance to look over the
I
revised?
have not, I didn't realize we were signing it today before.
Okay, this is, thanks.
It was very simple, there was nothing.
There was
just-
nothing, they,
No, just typographical, more or less.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. This is the
Contract on that?
new rescue
What's
contract.
that?
I haven't read that.
Oh, okay. This is the new rescue contract for the town and for the 3 other towns participating. Our contract will not start until July 1st and run until June 30th of next year. The other 3 towns, because of their town meeting schedule, the contract would start for them on January 1st of this year. We're putting, will be in next week's shopping guide, a little summary of what's happened and what's been going on and what to expect. Actually, it's more services for more money. I guess that's the bottom line. Jesse received a quote verbal from Darling's Carpet and Floor Care. And Jesse had contacted them and has some magnificent information for us.
Well, they're going to put us on their schedule and contact Deb and let me know when I'm gonna meet them here, and then we'll decide, especially after they're done, what they call their final coat, whether it's approved by everybody or not. Sound like a very nice fellow on the phone.
Yeah, he was quite amenable
Yeah,
when he was here.
his wife did too. I spoke with her
Oh,
first.
okay. Do they have any idea when on their schedule we might be?
Sounded like he didn't give me a date, and
No.
I shouldn't even assume, but
Okay.
the way he spoke, it sounded like it's sooner than later. So,
Okay.
yeah.
We had a request from Lynn Sudlow concerning water tests. The state of Maine
Am I
is
supposed to
making a
sign
big
that?
push to test water,
Oh, you already signed it.
No, I haven't
school
signed
water
it. I haven't
supplies
read
for
it.
lead, see headlines, whatever. And she was concerned about our school and our town hall. We checked into that. We do get this checked every year, Dave? 6 months?
Yeah, it's every year. I was gonna do it more often if we had people using the tap, but nobody's used it yet.
Right.
So, yeah, we're
We
doing
do
it
have
annually.
a water supply available for people who are running low on water, obviously, not this time of year, but, and if we do, we have a requirement to have the water tested more frequently. But the latest test,
6/13.
well, 6/10, 6/11, right, was in June of last year, and everything was in EPA standards from Nelson Analytical Lab.
I think Lynn has a question about
Lynn?
I saw the headlines about how schools were being tested and some of them had really weird results and so on. And I had heard here different people talking about, well, the lead or the water at this building is questionable. Has it been tested? And I never heard an answer about that. So I sent an email asking if it had been tested. And David sent me a very nice and thorough response to that. But I didn't expect it to be broadcast to the world on Facebook or whatever, that I had asked this question.
I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know where it was broadcasted on Facebook.
What? You need it on Facebook. Well, it is now, because it's right here on this report, on the agenda.
It was a good concern that you brought up. I read the news article also.
But when I ask a simple question, I don't expect it to be, part of a major agenda.
Well, going forward, just tell me not to do that.
Well,
okay?
right, Lynn, it's gonna be, if you ask a question and put it in writing, and we put it on the agenda, it becomes public information. If you wanna keep it more confidential, you could just
It's
maybe
not-
talk to David and say,
It doesn't seem to be important enough to put on an agenda and take.
Well, you might not be the only person that has a question about the water
Right.
quality. See
It's
how
a good
it is
question,
public
Lynn.
now. I think it's a good question,
I
honestly.
was too.
Nobody else
Absolutely.
asks the question that if the water's any good, so now everybody knows that it is. And so maybe more people might use the spigot now.
That's true.
it was a great question, Lynn, don't,
I know it was a good question.
oh, well, then you take credit for it, we'll give you a gold star.
Yeah.
Say, keep it in-house.
I don't think anything was meant by it. I didn't
Yeah,
take any.
I thought it was more of an in-house type.
Yeah.
No, it's,
Well, everyone in the town ought to know
we've
that
been
we got-
doing it in-house for years now. David, what's the water?
The select board needed to know, yes, there's been a test, and yes, we're fine.
Yeah.
If I can just clarify one thing, as soon as a question is asked, it's public information, okay? If somebody, it doesn't mean you have to publicize it, but.
Can't they
it's
ask
not-
off the record?
No, is it not? You can't really answer it off the record. I mean, it's,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, freedom of access
Yeah.
is pretty wide open.
yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
minor point.
good point. There is a, as we mentioned last week, MMA webinar on what we can use these additional funds for that we received from the federal government. Everyone should understand before we expend any funds, we need to get approval from the town so that if we have, say we want to do, I'm just picking a couple things, a generator, I can't think, increased cell phone service, and those are approved by the federal government as valid expenditures, then we would still need a special town meeting or a town meeting to get the approval of the town to spend the money for those items. So it's a little check and balance there. Okay, now we'll go back to the beginning of the meeting with David.
Well, as you can see, I don't have a report. I was pretty flat out today. That's what happens when you have Monday off and you don't have a deputy clerk.
Which will be rectified next
A
Tuesday.
week from today, we will have a new deputy clerk. There are still 12 properties on the foreclosure list.
And their date is,
March 21st, 4 p.m. You can receive payment by then. I'm hopeful that they will all pay.
That would be great.
Yep. Let's see. I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I really don't have anything else.
okay, well, you don't have to have anything, it's okay.
Questions? Yeah, I
You're
understand.
forgiven.
Yeah. Of course, next Tuesday's probably going to be just as hectic as today was, because it'll be
Yeah.
Neil's first day.
Yeah.
But
Oh, she's in the swing of things probably.
Oh, she is, but there's paperwork and there's the way we do things instead of another town. And she's been in the select board office and not in the clerk's office for
Oh, that's right.
3 years now.
A question for you
Yes,
that we have to be thinking about maybe. Last town meeting, we approved, I'm picking a number, $20,000 for the computer update.
yeah.
Are we gonna spend that this year?
I don't know. That's a Debbie
Depends if we
question.
update stuff.
We have to.
Well, we don't have to, but then we have to do something with the money and put it in a reserve
System in place
account.
by July 1st. We don't, yes, we'll have to go into reserve.
Right, I just wanted to make sure we didn't,
Yeah,
forget
no, I'm
that.
still in contact with them.
okay. All right.
Well, at that,
Harry, you have any
no, I'm just rearing to
eager
go
for
on
your
this.
comprehensive meeting?
Yeah, get that started.
Thank you.
David's been kind enough to come in and swear everybody in tonight, or at least swear at them. I'm not sure which, but appreciate that very much. And hopefully we can get them all done at one time, and they don't have to come in and bother them.
Yeah.
Here, there, and everywhere.
It's not a bother. If anybody we don't get tonight,
Well-
we can get it at their convenience.
Yeah.
Technically, they need to come in within 10 days after they were appointed.
Yeah.
So that was already 7 days ago.
Yeah, so, okay. So we're in good shape on that, hopefully.
Quick little note, I just noticed we're paying $58 a ton for salt. Just thought this was funny. I just bought $56 worth of salt at Metcalf's and I only got 400 pounds. So,
That's not a ton.
no, it's not. It's about 20% of a ton, actually.
Well,
No, we do get a Southern Maine, that's one of the features
Yes.
that we really help us out.
Yeah, more than pays.
They have a conglomerate with about, I'd say 10 or 11 other towns
I think it was about that, yeah.
that they buy salt for.
Bulk.
And we bulk salt, and we get a very good deal. Last year, we saved about $7,000 in salt, so. I know, Harvey's looked, this is what, unless someone has a big hiccup, we're talking about putting in the shopping guide for next week. The Selectmen's Corner Parsonsfield, reference Sockopee Rescue. As some of you may be aware, the select boards of the 4 towns served by Sockopee Rescue have been evaluating the recent services provided by Sockopee Rescue. In the past year, there have been some procedural, staffing, and coverage issues. Select board members from all 4 towns recently met with rescue representatives and representatives from private ambulance services. It was decided to initiate a contract with Sockopee Rescue, which addressed the concerns of the select board. Medical staffing levels at 80% or more, 1 ambulance staff 24/7, and additional ambulance staff for 30 hours a week. This intent is to reduce calls for mutual aid, comprehensive monthly reports to all towns with a comprehensive quarterly review. To bring Sockopee Rescue to this acceptable levels of service will require additional funding from each town. This additional sum will cover Parsonsfield budget from 7/1/22 to 6/30/23 and will be addressed at the next annual town meeting, September, is it 22nd, I guess is the date. I put September, but, September in 22.
Yeah.
We don't. So we're going to put that in. A month or so ago, one of the comments from someone in the audience, actually Jeff, saying it'd be nice if the people knew more about what's going on, so maybe we can put this on the
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
the webpage or whatever you want to call it.
The way you want it. It sounded like you had.
I just had a little,
Yeah.
It was decided to initiate.
Did you eliminate anything on the cost factor there? The cost factor that we discussed?
No, I think we're going to be talking about that, and they're still developing their budget. But it's going to be obviously a big increase.
If you do, you might want to mention just for Parsonsfield. I don't know, I just don't want to have any other town.
What's that?
before they have their town meeting,
Well, this is all,
concerned about what our costs are to them.
well, all costs are the same.
Well, the total is the same, but each
Yeah.
town has a different amount that they have to raise, so.
Well,
Well,
if they're up to date in their payments, they don't. We all would raise the same. The cost this year was $32,500, I believe, for rescue. And that should have been the cost for all the other towns.
Yes.
So the increase will be the increase. I'm just trying to look, okay. So does anyone else have anything? Mr. Wright, you're sitting there very patiently.
Yeah, yeah. I'll start from the top, I guess. The permit fee for the solar panels, you said be about $40,000?
Right now.
And what percent goes to the town, what percent goes to the code enforcement office?
as of right now, it's all going to
All
the
goes to the
general
town.
fund.
Okay, that's okay. And the water company, have they been notified about the gas station, do you know?
Who?
The water company?
I don't have any idea, Jeff, to be honest with you. And
I don't know if that was something maybe the planning board or Selectboard could send a letter to the water company and say, are you aware of that
Right.
gas station?
I'm sure the Saco River Commission is on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and the water. We're not in a drought right now, but the people in this area who are dependent on wells and power, and the power goes out, they're gonna need water. So it's not a question of a drought or not, or no
Right.
drought. It's a question of when you lose your power.
Unless they have a generator.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Unless they have a generator. Exactly.
Anyway,
Well, I mean, if that's the case and we're here, then we'll turn the water on if somebody comes, correct?
Sure, sure.
You know, if somebody comes here.
Now, understand, if we lose power, then we're in
Yeah,
the
no,
same boat.
okay.
until we get our new generator and
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not holding my breath.
Was there a workshop today?
no.
Okay. All right. Let's go there. That's all I've got.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Do we want to sign that contract before the
I would like to.
Yeah, it's over there somewhere. All right.
meeting ends?
Yeah,
Yes.
we should do that before the meeting
Good
ends.
call, Harvey.
We would certainly follow procedure, David.
I don't know.
As always, right?
As always. We've been pretty good lately.
Uh-huh.
You didn't have any changes on that or anything?
Huh?
You didn't have any changes on that?
No, I mean, I don't like two things, but
I thought you liked me.
not you.
Only two things?
Well, I just like metrics to measure how people are doing, but no one likes to be measured.
What are you doing, buddy?
Happy? So, is there anything?
And then let me just, I think there was one
I
thing.
didn't put
Yeah, just-
soccer people.
Get my good pen out.
Because I
That's fine.
looked
I
and
don't
I'm
care.
not, ink is only on one thing and it's not a
Okay,
posting.
doesn't- I don't care.
And
This
I
is just a-
Yeah, you
changed,
sign it.
Matt, you had,
Yeah, I had ME.
Yeah. and I changed
That way,
the wording
if
here. a
anything
little
goes
bit.
wrong with it, they'll get to me
I put in
last.
Parsons Field.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine, that's fine. You know, how about this? Well,
Yeah, yeah.
One
okay,
page,
yeah.
right?
because
Yeah, because I caught you was
I
in
thought it was
20,
maybe
yeah,
that me.
20 seconds.
This, that's the one.
Hey, I'm doing something very important here, watch.
This intent is to reduce costs.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I changed it a little bit here. No, maybe I didn't.
That's okay, it reads fine.
Yeah.
It gets the point across.
Okay. Hey.
And should we, Jesse?
He's done.
I signed it.
Oh, okay.
He even got a new pen on.
We have to pass out pens now?
Yes,
It took-
autographed.
It took someone 7 years to do this, that's not bad. Almost as bad as me with a mill.
Well, I'd like to mention that there are 4 towns that worked this out, and that was one of my pet peeves is getting these towns together a little bit, and that seemed to work out pretty well, so appreciate that. Now, if we can get some of our bulky waste over the tri-station through the town, that would be
Did we vote,
super.
Debbie, did we vote on the solar permit fees, or we just discussed?
We did that last week.
We voted last week?
I thought we did. Jesse asked us if we were all.
He was supposed to put together a letter.
Oh.
I mean, you really can't,
No,
you approved what he suggested, but he needed to put together a letter.
Yeah, but if the letter reflects what we approve, shouldn't be a problem.
I don't know if this is germane, but he asked me if I could get an original of one of our neighboring towns.
Right, he wants to
permits
use that as a
as
template.
a starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can get the one off of their website, but it's a PDF and we can't edit it. So I
Okay, but
emailed
no,
the town
the
clerk.
point was, though, that the whole point of it, everything else is really just, name, address, phone number. How much you're gonna charge, that's the key, and that's what we agreed upon, the $9 per 1,000 of approved project money. So,
Yeah, I don't think I need this. Here, you can have this,
I
Jeff.
think, David, on that.
all right, folks, well, that's,
Is there
I
anything
just
that needs
found
to be
it.
in the meeting, Harvey?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
that's about it, folks. We'll see you. That's in the figurative term, unless you want to come and show up next Tuesday. Thank you for listening.